Welcome back, my butterfly kaleidoscope, to One Hook, Two Hands. This is Sarah, the creator behind One Hook, Two Hands. And today we are going to do week 3, our bots video, where I show you how to make the thing that you got a little bit of a sneak peek the other day. If you are new here, welcome. I like to call my subscribers butterflies because butterflies bring me hope and joy, and every one of you bring me hope and joy every day. And kaleidoscope because kaleidoscope is how the term used for butterflies when they land and take off, like you saw in the beginning of this video. And so it just makes me think of you gathering kind of like that to come watch this video. If you like this video, please feel free to flutter down and land on that like button. And if you do enjoy this video and want to see more like it, feel free to land over on that subscribe button. Now, I will be putting the links to week 1 and week 2, but if you are new, Bots or Battle of the Stitches is a joint collaboration between Teresa from Critters Crochet and Heather from Strings and Thread, where they invite smaller channels like myself to join with them and create something based on a stitch out of this book, the Step-by-Step Guide to 200 Crochet Stitches by Tracy Todd Hunter. And they do one stitch every month. So they've been doing it about 3 years at this point. And on week 1, everybody comes on and shows people how to do the stitch. Week 2, you give a sneak peek of whatever it is you're making. And week 3, you show and teach how to make whatever it is that you're making based on the stitch. This month, it was the chained link shell stitch. And which has been really cool. I really like it. There's a lot of things you could do with it, but I was wanting to do something a little different, so I made a snood. Now, if you don't know what a snood is, and I do not know how well I'm showing you guys back there, but a snood is a hair covering that women would wear pretty much up until the 50s, even 1950s, but have been wearing since like the 1700s. And basically, it was just another way to keep your hair off of your face and then pulled back. So like you'd do the bun and then you'd put it up in here. And the way that I did mine, so you can kind of get a little better look at it here, you can either do it with hair combs to like push it in, and that's what really keeps your hair back. I didn't have time to go get hair combs, but I did have a metal headband, if you can kind of see that. So I use that as kind of like my hood here, and then created a little tie on the back end. And so literally, if depending on how much hair you have, you can untie this, put all your hair through it, then put it up in the bun and go from there if you want. Or you can just place this over the bun and tie it up, or leave it tied up like I've got it. So I'm going to show you how to make this snood. Okay, let me see if I can't get the light a little bit more this way so you can see. I'm trying, guys, with my lighting here, but my setup's a little wonky right now. But that's our snood, and come with me and I will show you how to make it. All right, so we are using a G hook. I'm using my Clover & More. I'm using my new Elise Gold gold cotton, and so you guys can see this a little bit better. And you're going to do a chain of 80. So if you are new here, you just put a slip knot on your hook, and then to chain, you yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. That's how you chain. And I will see you when you get to 80 chains. All right, after you chain 80, then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to slip stitch from this chain to the beginning chain, but you're also going to be looking at it from this perspective, okay? So you're going to be doing it from the bottom. You're going to do into these back humps. So when you bring the slip stitch around, you're going to go right here. and slip stitch. Then you're going to chain 1. Now you're going to do a single crochet in that first back hump and your slip stitch kind of to just anchor that down. And then you're going to slip stitch in the back hump of every one of these all the way around, and I will see you when you get to the other side. Alright guys, so when you get back around, you're going to slip stitch into the top of the first chain 1. You're going to chain 2. You're going to turn, and you are going to double crochet in each stitch around. Okay? And then when you get back, you'll slip stitch to the top of this, chain 1, and then do single crochets, and I'll see you at the end of this. Alright guys, so when you get your single crochet, your double crochet, and then your single crochet layer done, and you come through and you slip stitch back into this first stitch, you're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then you're going to turn it again. And then just like you did when we did the basic stitch, when we did the tutorial, you're going to skip 3 single crochet. Oh, no, you're going to... I meant that. I forgot. Back it up. Chain 1. Turn. Sorry, I've got this a little close right now, so it's a little harder to see. Now, in this stitch, you're going to single crochet. You're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to skip 3 stitches, single crochet. And you're going to do that all the way across for this row. 5, skip 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, skip 3. I will see you guys when you get to the end, but that, I mean, this is really just all you're doing for this first row. So we're creating that. Really, at this point, you basically do just what I did in the video last week or 2 weeks ago. Just, you're going to repeat it, I think 5 times, give or take, and I'll show you that as we go, okay? Alright guys, so we are way back around. You're going to chain 5 for this final one. 3, 4, 5. And you're going to single crochet in this stitch right here. And then you're going to slip stitch into that first single crochet. Now you're going to turn it. And you are going to chain 5. 5. Then you're going to single crochet here. And you're going to chain 5 single crochet till you get back over here. It's pretty easy to remember. Just keep doing it. And I'll see you in a bit. Alright, when you get back around to here, what you're going to do is chain 2. Double crochet into this first stitch here. And then you are going to slip stitch into the third chain. So 1, 2. Here. That's 1, 2. Now we are going to chain 5. Turn. This is where it kind of gets a little fun. And you are going to skip this chain 2 space. My book just kind of slid. Bear with me. Chain 2. You're going to skip the chain 2 space, and you're going to do 5 double crochets in here, and that's your shell. 2, 3, 4, 5. My tooth is hurting, guys. I'm trying to get this done. You're going to chain 2, do 1 double crochet in the next chain 5 space, chain 2. Then you're going to do another shell, which is 5 double crochets, 2, 4, 5. You're going to chain 2, double crochet, and you're just going to keep repeating it around. So what you're doing is a shell, chain 2, double crochet, chain 2, shell, all the way around until we get back over here into this last one. And I'll see you when we get over here. Alright guys, so we're back around to this last chain space before we get to our attachment. So you're going to do 5 double crochets in there. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then you are going to do chain 2, 1, 2, and then you are going to do a double crochet into this stitch, and then you're going to slip stitch into the 3rd chain here if your yarn cooperates. I am really liking this. It's not what I would consider a typical cotton because it is a blend with acrylic, but even for an acrylic cotton blend, I feel like it's just a sturdier, really good DK acrylic. Like that's what it feels like. But also got a little bit of softness from the cotton. It's hard to explain the touch exactly, but I do like working with this. This is a lot of fun. So on our next row, you're going to chain 5 and turn. You're going to 10, and then you are going to single crochet into the chain 2 space, and then single crochet, or not single, chain 5, and single crochet in every chain space, but the chain 2s, all the chain 2 spaces, 3, 4, 5, single crochet, and you'll just keep doing that all the way around. I will see you when we get back over here. Alright, so when we get back over here, you're going to single crochet in the final chain 2 space, chain 2 space here. Then you are going to chain 2, and you are going to double crochet into this stitch here, and then you're going to slip stitch, excuse me guys, into the 3rd chain from the stitch. There we go. Now you're going to chain 1, turn. You are going to single crochet in the top of this double crochet, and now you are going to chain 5. You're going to skip the chain 2, and you are going to single crochet in the chain 5 spaces. And then when you get back to this one, I'll show you how to attach it. And then basically you just repeat that for at least 5 times. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Now, when you get back and you've single crocheted in that final chain 5 space, you're going to chain 5, 3, 4, 5, and you are going to single crochet in the top of this stitch, and you're going to slip stitch these 2 together, and now we're ready to begin again. So you're going to chain 5. Because this is slightly different than your first row down here. You're going to start with the second, basically start with the second row all over again. But you're going to chain 5. Oh, turn. And single crochet in each one of your chain spaces. And then when you get over here, you're going to do a double crochet, slip stitch to the third chain in this, and just continue until you have 5 shell stitches. All right, I will see you when I'm back with the 5th, after completing the 5th shell stitch row. All right, guys, I decided to come back on because I am starting to hurt, and I hurt pretty bad. So I'm just going to explain this next part. But like I said, you just keep continuing that on up. And then when you get to your 5th shell stitch row, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When you get to this 5th row, you are going to do your 4th and 5th row, and then you're going to go back and do one more to like you're starting over again row, and then you'll do single crochets, double crochets, single crochets, fasten it off, thread your headband through, and then create a cord, whether you do that with chains or like I did with this single crochet slip stitch method kind of thing, where you could use ribbon, thread it through your this end on your headband is the end piece. I like to do the closure with the more tighter chained portion. So this side would be my like closure portion, and then when I get up here will be my whatchamajigit version. Your headband piece, but when you go all the way up, and then you fasten off, like I said, you thread through your little band here in the back, and you can either attach a headband like I did here, or you can put on hair combs, but then you've got your nice little snood. And guys, I would be a little bit more thorough, but my mouth is really hurting right now. So I love y'all. I will see you next week, and hope you're having a good day. I was going to do part 3 of Anne Boleyn, but she will probably be coming out on Friday. The second part is out this afternoon. The third part will probably come out Friday, simply because, well, you'll see when you see the video, but it takes a lot to walk you through just how to attach and do these squares portion of it, so that you get a good look by the time you're all done. And so I will come on and do that later, but you should be getting that Friday. And yeah, so this is the snood, and I hope you guys have a good day. I will see you on the next one, and I love you all. Bye.